Once you have exported your data from the Amina database into a CSV, you can open and view the information in your CSV file with any spreadsheet software such as Microsoft Excel, OpenOffice Calc, or by uploading it online into Google Sheets. And you can see here I've opened my CSV in Microsoft Excel. When you open the document, you will see that the columns, that is the database fields, which are named across the top, are in a random order that does not really match what appears in the database. If you want to change the order of the columns so that it more closely resembles the order of the database, there are two ways to do this. The first is simply to move the columns around manually to an order that makes sense to you. And this is often the quickest and easiest way if you're only interested in one or two of the columns. So for example, you could right-click, click Cut, and then paste the column somewhere else. The second option is to use one of our preset documents to change the order of the columns to something that more closely resembles their order in the database, and this will do it for all the columns. However, it's important to note that our preset documents that we're going to demonstrate and discuss here only currently work for heritage place exports. Separate documents will be produced for different types of exports and resource models, and when they are available, they will work the same way as these instructions, and they'll be posted on the website. So to follow this second method, you must use either Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. We are currently working on making this available for OpenOffice Calc, but again, this is also still in development. In this video, I'm going to show you the method using Microsoft Excel. If you would like to use Google Sheets, you can skip now to the next video. So in the Microsoft Excel method, the first thing that you want to do is go to the CPF training website and download a document called Amina Reorganize Export Columns.xlsm and save it somewhere to your computer. Then you want to open the file in Microsoft Excel. So I am going to click Open and find the document where I've saved it on my desktop. So here it is, Amina Reorganize Export Columns.xlsm, and click Open. Now the first thing that will happen, if you're on a Mac, which I am, it will ask you whether you want to enable macros, and you want to click Yes, Enable Macros. If you are on a Windows machine, when you open the document, instead what may appear is a yellow warning bar, which will appear right here, and it will say Security Warning, Macros have been disabled, and then a button to click that says Enable Content, and you want to click that button to enable the macros. The next thing you want to do is open or go back to your CSV export document. In your CSV file, you want to right-click on the tab where the data is that you want to reorganize and choose Move or Copy. Click on it, and in the top drop-down here that says To Book, you want to change this to the Reorganize document. You can leave this as it is and click Create a Copy. And this is going to create a copy of this entire tab and put it in your other document. Click OK. And then when you go back to the Reorganizing document, you can see that you now have an identical sheet here that's been copied to the Reorganizing document. Next, go to the View tab and find the button that says Macros or View Macros and click on it. In the window that appears, click on the macro called Move Columns, and then click Run. The first thing that will happen is a box will open where you need to specify the name of the sheet that needs to be reorganized. So in this case, it is this sheet here that we just copied over, and what you want to do is just type in exactly the same name. So here I'm going to type Heritage Place 2 exactly as it appears here. Click OK, and the macro will run. And then immediately, after just a minute, you can see that a new tab called Final Report has been created. And in this tab, you can see that the columns are in a different order. If we compare to our old one, the columns are in a different order that more closely resembles what you would see in the Amina database. From here, you can save or copy this data to another file and then work with it the same way you normally would.